Here is a short demonstration of the automatic cat feeder that I built. I call this the Burrito Feedo or Burrito Feedo because my cat's named Burrito, but here's how you would use it. So this is already fully assembled. There's screws, M3 screws everywhere that hold it all together. And then this light here, which is pretty cool, I'll show you that in a few seconds. So it connects via a DC barrel jack on the back. So I'm going to plug in my 9-volt DC barrel jack power connector that I have over there. And then the light will blink, telling you it's on. I'm going to dump this food back. It fell out when I tilted it over. There we go. So the light's blinking, telling me it's starting up. It should be ready now. Actually, I'll leave it off for the first test. So as you can see that wheel in there, when I tap this button once, it's going to activate a snack and just give your cat a little snack. Hold him through. There you go. There's the snack. Other functionality without using the Wi-Fi is also quick detail. You can see this wheel in here tells you that it's spinning, has a little air on it, and then if it's jammed, you can always grab it and twist it a little bit to free the motor up. Other things I can do, I can hold down this button for 3 seconds and it will flash, and then the light stays on telling me it's an automatic mode, so it'll feed whenever the timers are ready. I'm going to turn that off for now. And then I'll pull up the app here and show you how that works. So here is the app. As you can see, I have the option to feed now, give him a snack, and set times that it will automatically feed him, as well as flip that auto mode off and on. Set how much you want to feed him during the entire day, and then set your times that it feeds, and then have the current scale reading, which right now I actually need to tear it. So if I tear the scale, scale teared, and then now it reads 0 grams, and if I add some weight in there, like my finger, it'll bump up to, now it reads 180 grams. Got a heavy finger. And then for removing the times, you can select remove. You can add more. It divides your total daily feed weight by the number of timers. And then once the timers goes off, I will show you what happens there. Alright, so now that my timer has activated, you see that this feed now button has turned green, which means you can push that. Alternatively, you can push the button on here. They will do the same thing. And when you push that button, it would feed however many timers you have divided by the total feed amount to feed that percentage for each of the feed times that you have. So right now I have the feed amount set to 40 grams, and there's 4 timers, so it should feed 10 grams. I can push this button, or you can come over and hit this, which I'll do now. And it will feed 10 grams of food. See, it overshot just a little bit, hit 11 grams on the scale reading. But since your cat gets better feedback and enjoys it more when you feed him instead of a machine automatically feeding him, I would recommend leaving this in the not automatic mode, so you have to come over and hit the button to get it to feed, and that way it reinforces you providing for your cat and builds a better bond. That was the idea behind this project. I hope you enjoy it. All the files, code, everything else is available on my MakerWorld account. And then I'll probably release a longer form YouTube video explaining how I built it. And I'm happy to answer any questions. Here it is, one more time. Thanks. And here is some short slides showing how the Burrito Feedo is assembled. So here's the 3D printed parts. On the 3MF file it has everything prepared, but the button is 2 pieces, including the top button with the lens and the button tube. There's the base, the top, the scale holder, the lid, and the bottom cap. Next, the electronics. You're going to need a press fit LED, a push button, an ESP32 microcontroller, and transistor to control the motor, a small resistor, not very important which one it is, and a motor and a power supply. All of this is listed in the description. And then next, here's the hardware. I did M3 hex socket screws for everything. I bought a single pack off Amazon, and you need various lengths for the different mounts, including the motor mount, the base mount, the two-piece mount, and the load cell mount. Next, for the LED, this is really the only challenging part of assembly. The LED goes at the top of the tube, and you're going to need 2 long wires to run down and connect to the button. You can use the same ground cable here, which simplifies the wiring just a little bit. In the next slide, you'll see the wiring diagram. So here it is, the transistor, the motor. You might just want to pause here and copy it when you're assembling. But fairly simple, really only 8 pins are used on the ESP, so should be easy. Thanks.